I'm so disappointed in YG. I rant on how they're already failing their new girl group with a thoughtless promotion strategy. So just watch the next Monster debut clip and it already brought a huge rant from me about how YG is already failing this group. I'm so disappointed in YG right now on multiple levels. Obligatory discourse, I've been a fan of all YG girl groups since 21. I love Blackpink and Baby Monster. This is not a critique of any of them or any of the members of the YG new girl group. This is solely about YG's failing as a CEO and as a company. Despite what others may think, when Baby Monster's rollout was happening, it felt very fresh to me. The cover videos with minimal staging, lighting, and outfits helped to spotlight the members' raw talent without them having any specific concept or image yet, especially with how the cover genres being all over the place: R&B, pop, rap, a country song. Then came the intro videos with each member's personal stories, most of which were quite vulnerable. In comparison to Blackpink's untouchable It Girls high production swagger image, it felt strikingly different in a good way. It got me really excited for Baby Monster to have a different style and concept from the seniors. The other thing is they changed up each cover to make it uniquely their own. The slow down tempo of Rami's Let Me Love You, the acoustic instrumentation for Trader, Asa applying her range to Me, Myself and I, etc., all applied to those covers to shine. There was work put into those covers to make them high quality, which helped draw attention to this new girl group. I still go back and listen to those covers today. I prefer some of them to the original versions because of what they brought to that song. Now that Baby Monster has been around for a while, we can clearly see the similarities and differences between them and their senior groups, 21, Blackpink, Big Bang, Treasure, etc. I personally see them as having a brighter, more upbeat sound and vibe to YG's other two girl groups, and feel that they've successfully differentiated themselves. I think their unique rollout and the focus on the raw vocal talent was a big part of that. We know Baby Monster's debut was in the works for years. YG's copyrighted Baby Monster and Bearmon back in 2018, and there were training rumors floating around for 3 to 4 years before they finally debuted. Now, less than 2 years in, we get this, a stale repeat of the Baby Monster model, even up to the point of reusing the word monster. It's so incredibly lazy and does nothing to differentiate this new group or reinforce the uniqueness of Baby Monster. It's the exact same style or video. I also don't feel like this is a good showcase of the girl's talent. She's not making this cover uniquely hers, it's like karaoke. Her rap flow and English pronunciation isn't good, despite the video mentioning she's Australian. It hurts to watch this because I have no doubt she's talented and has better performances under her belt to showcase that. One awful first impression to give an audience, both of this girl and the whole group. It feels like what happened is the board of investors told YG, all of your competitions have 3 to 4 active girl groups at this point. What are you doing? Get a new girl group out ASAP. And YG snapped to attention and rushed a thoughtless rollout, assuming their brand would automatically make it a success. The girls of this new YG girl group, who I'm sure have given up so much, worked hard, and put up with so much harshness to pursue this, deserve so much better. If YG is going to spend time and money investing in them, they need to set them up to success by differentiating them from the seniors and all the competition, not do whatever messiness this is. Edit, I'm not responding to comments that clearly didn't read my post and are certain assumptions on what they think it's about. If you didn't want to read, don't comment. I have made a TikTok about how not just YG but SM and Starship have also just suddenly debuted a new girl group out of the blue, and I personally wouldn't say I agree with it, because like they currently have IVE, aespa, and Baby Monster, who they pretty much just debuted. And like, yes, aespa, they have debuted almost 5 years ago. It has been a while, but aespa had their best year last year, and it wasn't just their best last year, but they were like the #1 group last year, and they're still peaking, and they still need to keep it moving. I would say focus on aespa. And Starship have IVE, who are constantly doing well, selling out stadiums. I'm not sure about stadiums, but arenas, selling out the concerts all over the world. And Baby Monster is just getting started, and they're one of the most talented groups right now in terms of pure talent. They're one of the most talented groups. Even though I'm not into their music, I can definitely recognize their talent. So the fact that they, already debuted Kiki and Hearts to Hearts, or Heart to Heart, not too sure which one it is, but yeah, like the fact that they debut them so soon, right after like their girl groups are still on the upswing of their career, it's very odd. I just feel like they should focus on the girl groups at the moment, like the girl groups that they already have. But Heart to Heart and Kiki have already debuted, so I can't really do anything about that. And people are already saying Heart to Heart versus Kiki, who do you prefer? Like, you don't have to put them against each other. Like, they can be groups independently. Like, yes, K-pop's competitive, but it's not like they will have an absolute downfall if they're not better than the other. Because, like, let's say that Heart to Heart do better than Kiki. They chart higher, they have more awards. So what? Kiki can still make a living out of it and still perform to how they want to perform. Like, that's the dream, to perform on stage in front of the fans, in front of the entire world, and you can still do that without awards, without being a top charter. You can do that. Okay, that's just how it is. But people like to make it competitive, and now with YG, with the new girl group, I'm just scared that people are gonna like put Baby Monster and I guess New Monster against each other when like it's very possible that these girls possibly debut train together, and they're gonna put against them each other, or like I don't know, like if it's no different to Baby Monster, then then what's the point? What's the point? It's pointless, and I'm scared that this new group. Well, I'm scared the Maknae, the youngest, is gonna be born in 2012. That's so weird. I was 11 years old. If they were born 2012 or later, if any of the members have debuted 2012 or later, I don't want to listen to any of their songs because that feels weird. They're children. Oh my god, they would be like 13, 12. That's a no. You shouldn't debut at that age. That's my opinion is that the absolute youngest a K-pop artist should debut is 18 years old, international age. That's my personal opinion. 18 years old, because yes, they're still young, but they still have a whole future ahead of them. Whereas when you're 16, 17, 15, you truly don't know exactly what you want to do with your life. Maybe you do, but as you get older, you realize there are other opportunities to go through, and taking that away from young people, it's gonna mess up with their psyche, and it's been proven many a times. But it's insane. But the matter of the fact is, there's just the fact that why do you want to debut another girl group so soon? It's insane. I think it's bad for business. Focus on your current girl groups. The problem with my generation, this is technically my generation, and the younger generation, is that everyone thinks more is more, quantity over quality. But I would rather a company solely focus on just one group and put all their energy into one group, and that group to be successful. Look at Stacy. They've had an amazing rise. They've had barely any controversies, yet they've still been able to produce amazing music and performances. And they're the only group under the company, and they're doing amazing. And I know High Up is going to debut a new girl group soon, but it feels like it's at the right time. It doesn't feel too soon. It doesn't feel like a cash grab. You just need to... Oh, okay. This is... Oh, why are they debuting? Oh my god, this is scary. I just don't want young artists for their career to just suddenly boom, 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 one after the other. It just feels too much. Too much is going on, and we need to slow down in the K-pop industry.